So for people who haven't yet had the pleasure of watching it and haven't had their thoughts provoked, like, can you just give them a brief synopsis of what they're in for when they watch this? Because I was like, oh my God, buckle up. It's been on for like 30 seconds. And I'm like, I want to turn this off. But in the movie, you can't.
Right. I mean, okay. So, I mean, follows a girl, Daisy, who works as a content moderator. And that is something that job is something a lot of people didn't know exists, but there are people who comb through videos on the internet to remove inappropriate, violent, sexual, whatever content that you should not see. So there are people who sit in an office and have to watch these videos so you don't have to. And it is about a girl who works at one of these places and sees a video that particularly traumatizes her. And she goes on a bit of a quest because she's driven insane by it and can't get the imagery out of her head to try and find someone in the video, basically just to ask why the hell they made it.
Sure. And like desperate for human connection in a day-to-day that is not about that at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I think about this all the time. And these places are real, right? And I read that that's one of the things that really jumped out at you when you first read the script.
Yes. I knew these places existed, but I hadn't taken a closer look. And I also watched a very good documentary about it called The Cleaners. It's a German documentary. And what was interesting to me, you can really view these places as a case study. You know, what happens if you put a group of people, usually young people right out of college, and expose them to the worst the internet has to offer for 8 to 10 hours straight. And usually what happens is they get very depressed.
Yeah.
They can't sleep at night anymore. They become antisocial. They suffer from PTSD. And in some cases, they even become suicidal.
These people in the film are adults working at a job, and there's a certain amount of like neural connections that their brain has solidified.